Center of Excellence Against Hunger is a partnership between the Brazilian government and the World Food Programme, both together to work to support other countries in the world to establish programs against hunger and poverty. How the center works. The countries that would like to receive the support from the center, they send a letter signed by high-level people, by the president or prime minister or secretary of state, saying that they would like to receive this support from the Center of Excellence Against Hunger. Based on this letter, we work with the country in a term of reference. Why it's important a term of reference? It's important to understand the real situation, economic situation, what the country would like to do, what's the social problems that the country is facing nowadays, and what they would like to learn from the Brazilian experience. So based on this term of reference, we start to organize the agenda. The agenda in Brazil is about 10 days. In the first days, the mission that will come from the country, and always high-level people, ministers of state, secretaries of state, they come to Brazil. In the first days, they will have meetings with the Brazilian counterparts. So we go to the Minister of Education, Minister of Social Development, Agrarian Development, Health, depending on what they would like to learn about the Brazilian experience.
We have come to understand that Brazil has a comprehensive approach to dealing with its inclusive social development objectives. And the state has a comprehensive plan. It is well coordinated. The vision is very clear. Various ministries has their own mandate, but they work together also. The complementarity is very much impressive.
Based on this learning component that they will establish with these meetings in Brasilia, we will organize a field visit. So we always create and go to a place in Brazil that has some similarities with the country that is visiting Brazil. And in the field visit, they have the opportunity to discuss and to understand in the practice what's going on with the Brazilian social programs. So it's the most important part of this visit, in my opinion, because they have the opportunity to discuss with parents, with teachers, with mayors, and to learn the problems that Brazil faces, the solutions that Brazil is having to deal with the problems. So everything they have this opportunity, and they are free to make any question.
The school feeding program that we are doing in Malawi, it was lacking that sustainability. So we said, what could be the possible way of sustaining this program? That is why we said, I think we should learn from Brazil, the experiences, share knowledge, how best we can also do it.
I've been pleasantly surprised by the emphasis on dialogue and community engagement and these committees that have been formed that ensure that each and every step along the way is something that's debated, that's discussed, where consensus is reached before moving forward.
After this field visit, they return to Brasilia. And in Brasilia, we work with them in a draft concept note. What's this? Based on what they learned, on what they saw, they will create their own draft concept note that will become their policy in this field. And this conceptual note is the basis of what they will discuss when they return to their country. And in the country, they start to discuss this conceptual note with all the counterparts, with all the other members of the government, with civil society. When they are ready, we organize a mission from Brazil with experts from Brazil, Minister of Education, the Brazilian Cooperation Agency, our partners, Minister of Social Development, Minister of Agrarian Development, and some other experts that they need. And we go to the country to discuss in a kind of workshop that they organize.